Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Okay, so today we're going to dive into a totally new way to shop online. It's a method that basically eliminates all the guesswork, saves you hours of time, and makes finding exactly what you need, well, incredibly easy. If you've ever felt completely bogged down by modern online shopping, you're definitely going to want to pay attention to this.
Right, let's talk about that incredibly familiar feeling. You sit down looking for just one simple item, like, I don't know, a new coffee maker, but suddenly, it's 2 a.m., you've got 20 tabs open, you're scrolling through reviews that totally contradict each other, and you're trying to decode product specs that might as well be in another language. What should be a quick 5-minute task literally turns into a full-blown research project. It's the worst, right?
Well, to solve this exact struggle, Amazon introduced Rufus. You can think of Rufus as a really smart shopping expert that lives right inside your app and on your desktop. It's specifically designed to help you, the client, make informed, confident choices without all that usual friction. Because it knows the massive product catalog inside and out, and it combines that with helpful info from across the web, it's a huge value add for anyone trying to buy something online. The really crucial takeaway here is how this completely transforms the buyer's journey. So instead of just a basic search bar where you type in a product name and hope for the best, this assistant seamlessly guides you through 3 distinct phases. First, exploring a broad idea. Next, making direct comparisons between different categories. And finally, checking highly specific details on a single item. It's basically a full-service guide, right from start to finish. Let's start right at the beginning of that journey. You can now ask broad category-level questions instead of blindly hunting for individual items. Say you want to start making healthy breakfasts. Instead of guessing if you need a blender or maybe a juicer or some specific accessories, you just literally ask, what do I need to make smoothies? And boom, the assistant lays out the essentials for you in one simple curated answer. Now, this becomes even more valuable if you're starting a brand new hobby. Let's say you ask, what do I need for rock climbing? Your new shopping expert isn't just going to throw a rope at you and wish you luck. No, it's going to suggest everything from safety harnesses and climbing shoes to chalk bags and gloves. It even offers helpful follow-up questions you can tap to narrow things down. It honestly acts like a true mentor for beginners. Or, maybe you just have a project in mind. You don't need to know exactly what products to buy. You just type in your goal, like, I want to create an indoor garden. It will instantly recommend the right seeds, the correct potting soil, and the appropriate grow lights to actually get your project off the ground. The immense added value here is that you don't need to be an expert to start shopping like one. Okay, so moving to the next critical step, comparing options side by side so you can evaluate what truly fits your needs. Say you're looking at footwear and just aren't sure of the difference. You can simply ask it to compare trail shoes versus running shoes. It instantly breaks down the grip, the support, and the ideal usage. It clarifies your choices in seconds. And the great thing is, this works across all categories. Instead of opening 10 different tabs to figure out the nuanced differences between, say, cosmetic items or electronics, you just ask. Wondering about lip gloss versus lip oil? The assistant gives you a clear, easily digestible breakdown of the finish, the hydration levels, and the application. It takes all that heavy lifting of research completely off your shoulders. It also provides incredibly tailored recommendations for very specific real-life scenarios. For instance, typing in best rainy day games for a 5-year-old gives you curated, age-appropriate results that are perfect for keeping a kid entertained indoors. This completely solves a massive friction point, saving parents the enormous headache of scrolling through thousands of generic, totally irrelevant toy listings. And the exact same goes for gifting, which we all know can be incredibly stressful, right? By asking for specific recipient ideas like, what are good gifts for a teacher? You completely bypass those generic, unhelpful internet gift guides. You get precise, thoughtful, and highly rated results instantly. It's honestly like having a personal shopper who immediately understands the context of what you're trying to accomplish. Okay, so once you actually narrow down your search and click on a specific item, the assistant's role shifts to help you finalize that decision. By just tapping, what are customers saying, you get an immediate synthesis of thousands of reviews at a mere glance. That means no more digging through pages of comments just to find out if a shirt shrinks in the wash. You can also ask highly specific questions directly on a product page. Your expert will answer based on the listing details, customer reviews, and community Q&As. If you're looking at a pro-level item, you can just ask, is this tennis racket good for beginners? And it instantly pulls the consensus from previous buyers and product specs to give you a definitive yes or no. It honestly feels a bit like magic compared to the old way of shopping. And this brilliantly illustrates how the tool removes the friction of hunting through all that tiny text. Because how many times have you scrolled endlessly trying to find basic care instructions? Now, you literally just ask, is this jacket machine washable? And you get the answer immediately. It streamlines those final hurdles of the buying process, making it just wonderfully easy for the client.
You can even ask about the physical, real-world experience of using a product. Asking something like, is this cordless drill easy to hold, prompts the assistant to scan through user feedback specifically about ergonomics and weight. Getting that kind of nuanced, experiential answer gives you the ultimate confidence to just add that item to your cart without hesitation.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, the design is delightfully simple. You just tap the icon in the bottom right of your app, or the top left if you're on a desktop, to open the chat. You type in your question, you can expand the window to read the answers, and best of all, it's non-intrusive. You can close it anytime to just return to your traditional browsing.
Now, because this smart assistant is designed to learn and provide increasingly better value to shoppers over time, your feedback is integrated directly into the interface. You can rate answers with a simple thumbs up or down. That ensures the tool is always refining its expertise to better serve you as a customer.
Ultimately, this creates a completely frictionless shopping environment. The core value here is just undeniable. It saves massive amounts of time, summarizes thousands of reviews instantly, answers highly niche questions, and seamlessly guides you from a vague idea straight to a confident purchase.
Online shopping really shouldn't feel like a chore or a guessing game. And with tools like this, the old way of searching is basically becoming obsolete. So the next time you have a complex project or a tricky gift to buy, it kind of begs the question, why would you ever go back to searching alone when you have an expert waiting to help? What's going to be your very first question?